Okay, so we've got this parabola, 16 minus x squared, and I'm going to inscribe a rectangle underneath. So the edges of the rectangle are here, whereas this would be the x values of 4 and negative 4. So width of the rectangle will be 2x. These are the same x value to here as to here. They're the opposite. So the width is 2x. The height of the rectangle is here. So the height is the y value, and that is 16 minus x squared. So the area is width times height. So that gives us the equation 2x times 16 minus x squared. So I'm going to multiply this out, so I get 32x minus 2x cubed. Take the derivative of this to find the critical numbers. 32 minus 6x squared. Set this equal to 0, so 32 equals 6x squared. 32 divided by 6 is x squared. So that gives me 16/3 square rooted as the x value. So the width will be 2 times the square root of 16 over 3. I guess I can make that 2 times 4 over root 3. And then the height will be 16 minus 16/3. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. So now I'm going to have a harder one here because I've got it underneath this half circle. So it's going to be very similar, just the algebra is going to be a little more challenging. So the width again is 2x. The height is this y value. So this is going to be 16 minus x squared. So the area will be 2x times 16 minus x squared. So when I'm taking this derivative, I am going to have product rule. So first, d second. Notice the chain rule here. Lots of easy things to forget. To put the negative 1/2 here. Easy to forget to take the derivative of the inside. Plus second d first. Alright, so I'm going to be setting that equal to 0. I'm going to fix this first term here. So I'm going to put this negative exponent in the denominator. And these 2's will cancel, so I'll get a negative 2x squared from these 2. And then this is still plus 2 root 16 minus x squared. Alright, so I guess I have the equal 0 over here. I'm going to move this term to the other side. And it's equal to this. Then I'm going to cancel the 2's. And then I'm going to multiply by the radical. So I get x squared is equal to 16 minus x squared. So now I'm going to add this. So I get 2x squared is 16. X squared is 8. So I get x is equal to plus or minus root 8. So then the width of my rectangle will be 2 times root 8. And my height of my rectangle will be 16 minus, and then root 8 squared, so 16 minus 8, so root 8. Alright, so I have one more here. So now I've got, it's going to be inside of a circle. So I've got a circle of radius a. So here would be a and negative a. And I'm fitting a square inside. So the width is still the same. The width is 2x. The height now is from here to here. So the height is going to be 2y. And I don't have an equation, but I know I can write this as y equals the square root of a squared minus x squared. That'll give me one of the y's. So my area of my whole rectangle that gives inside all of this circle will be 2x times 2y. So that gives me 4x times a squared minus x squared. So I'm carrying a as a constant, so I take the derivative. So first, d second negative 1/2 times the negative 2x. And you know the derivative of a squared is 0, because a is a constant, plus 4 times a squared minus x squared. So I'm setting that equal to 0, so I'm going to cancel the 2's. So I get a negative 4x squared, and I'm going to put this radical in the denominator, plus this 4a squared minus x squared. So I'm going to move this to the other side. Equals 4a squared minus x squared. I'm going to cancel the 4's, and then I'm going to multiply. So I get x squared is equal to a squared minus x squared. 2x squared is equal to a squared. So x is equal to a squared over 2 all to the 1/2, or a over root 2. Alright, so now I'm going to find the y value. Here it is right here. So I can have the square root of a squared minus a squared over 2, with x is equal to a over root 2.